we had a client who I know pretty well personally, and she hired us to do mold testing at a newer home she bought. And this isn't long ago, a couple years or so ago. And she was complaining that she knew there was a mold problem. She was absolutely certain, and again, no telling her any differently. Well, she had just gotten a puppy, and it wasn't a hypoallergenic dog, had quite a bit of fur and dander. And when the mold test came back, one of the best results we've ever gotten on a sample, I told her it's not a mold issue. I know you're convinced it is, but it's simply not based on our test. And she's like, well, what could it be? Is it just the environment outside? I said, it could very well be the new dog, honestly. And I hate to tell you that because I know you love your dog. You just got the dog. And she said, well, but I've had dogs before. But, is it the same breed? Have you developed an allergy that maybe you didn't have in the past? We all get older after all. And she just said outright, no, it's not the dog. It can't be the dog. Like shot down that as even being possible, right? And then she said, I think it's just because of the area and the weather around here. Hardly any vegetation or cellulose-based materials around the house, So I'm convinced it was the dog. She was convinced it wasn't, and nobody was going to tell her any different.
And that is the thing that we need to remember, is that when it comes to identifying an indoor air quality problem, if somebody's sick, if they're really sick, there's something probably going on. And it's a process of elimination. Okay, so you eliminated mold. Let's take the dog to doggy daycare for a week. Let's see if that helps. If that doesn't help, then there probably should be some other tests running. If she just bought a new home, it could be something in the building materials.